video, I'm gonna break down my full arms and shoulders workout. Because growing up, I always hated having skinny arms. And I'm sure many of you guys can relate to this. I mean, look at these. They were literally noodles. Which is why I'm making this video. And this is the exact workout that I created that helped me go from these insanely skinny 11-inch toothpick arms to these 17-inch pythons that you see today. And listen, this is not gonna be some influencer workout telling you to spam lateral raises and feel the squeeze. No, this is gonna be a proper arms and shoulders workout, focusing on the basic fundamental exercises done right that actually get you results. No fluff and no BS. So without wasting any more of our time, let's get straight into it with the first exercise, the overhead press. Now, just because it's arms and shoulders workout doesn't mean we're only doing curls and pushdowns. You always want to be starting your workouts with heavy compound lifts, and for shoulders and arms, nothing beats the overhead press. This is how you build that mass and width in your shoulders. And then lateral raises and rear delt flies are just icing on the cake. I worked my way up to a heavy single with 155 pounds, and then I backed off for 3 sets of 5 with 135 pounds. This way you hit both strength and hypertrophy. When I first started lifting, I couldn't move the bar overhead for the life of me. And now I'm doing sets with 45-pound plates on each side. Now, this is not world-breaking strength by any means, but the point is progress. And what I'm chasing is aesthetics and not just strength. Remember, form over ego, and this goes for every exercise. On the overhead press, do not lean too far back. Keep your core tight and drive the bar in a straight line overhead. You want to press the weight up and not turn this exercise into some weird standing bench press abomination. Next up, we're moving on to biceps. Now, normally I like to start off my bicep training with heavy chin-ups as my first bicep movement. Because in my opinion, no isolation exercise builds thick biceps and forearms, like pulling your own body weight and adding additional load. But today, for some reason, gym was absolutely packed and every pull-up bar was taken. So I swapped it out for the barbell curl. And this is a great substitution. The barbell curl is a classic for a reason. Here, I worked my way up to 100 pounds and then I backed off to 85 pounds after. And as you can see, I'm taking every set close to, if not to failure. And this is key with isolation movements. They're not as demanding as the heavy compounds, so you can afford to push harder and really chase that progression. Basically, don't baby the weight and embrace the suffering. And of course, like any other exercise, progressive overload is everything. If you're not challenging yourself more than last session, your muscles simply will not grow. Think about it. You want to give your body a reason to adapt. Otherwise, it'll just stay the same. Why would it change? Whether that's another 5 pounds to your lifts, another rep, or even just fighting for that extra half rep, like you can see me do here, that's how you get results. After finishing 3 solid sets of barbell curls, we're moving on to the first tricep isolation. In my favorite exercise for the triceps, the overhead tricep extension on the cable. This one is a non-negotiable because it really trains the long head of your triceps. And by the way, this is the biggest part of your arm. So if you're skipping your overhead extensions, you're really leaving a lot of arm gains on the table. Same rules apply. Work your way up to a heavy top set and then strip off weights and push until your arms are screaming. After I wrapped up 3 sets of annihilating my triceps, I'm going back to shoulders and pairing them with cable lateral raises with rear delt flies. Why would I pair them? Because I don't want to waste any time. This whole workout shouldn't take you more than 45 minutes, maybe an hour max. And supersetting these two will give you an insane pump without sacrificing intensity. By this point, shoulders are burning and we're moving on to the second and the last bicep movement, which is the cable hammer curl. I love this movement because it also hits the brachialis and the forearms, but to be completely honest, most of my forearm gains are just from years of pull-ups. And hammer curls are a fantastic way to sculpt them even further. And if you're 6'5" like me, trust me when I say you do not want to have stringy forearms, so do not skip forearms. Finally, we're finishing off with the staple, tricep pushdowns. You cannot go wrong with these. Again, I know I sound like a broken keyboard, but listen, progressive overload and pushing to failure. Do not stop pushing until your arms are shaking. And if you're not making ugly faces while you're doing your last reps, you are just not pushing hard enough. And that's facts. And that's the workout. Nothing fancy, just the fundamentals done right. Overhead presses, curls, extensions, raises, hammer curls, rear delt flies, and the push down. Controlled form, progressive overload, and taking sets to failure. That's all that matters. And that's how you build an impressive set of arms. Not by following some random Instagram workout that has you do like 100 exercises each. This is how you grow arms that look good inside and outside of the gym naturally. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I liked filming it. Now go apply these principles to your arm days and you will grow a set of guns like these. Now make sure you subscribe, like, and do all the good stuff, and let me know in the comments what workout should I film next. Should it be the back, the chesticles, or perhaps the legs? Let me know in the comments and I will see you soon.